Okay, hi everybody. This is I've got an exciting guest with me today. And well, first of all, I'm Jean Ketchum, owner and co-founder of Aging But Dangerous. And my guest today is Michelle Courtwright. And she has come up with a cannabis product that Age of Dangerous is very excited about, and we do have it on our website. You go to agementdangerous.com and you click on shop, and we have it there. But I want her to talk to us and explain to us about cannabis and really kind of what it is, because I think we all kind of get confused and we just need to have more facts. But first of all, Michelle, I would like for you to tell everybody your background.
Well, hi, Jean, and hi, everyone. I'm Michelle, and thanks for the lovely intro. I actually have a journey that I got to develop this product from, and that is that in 2017, I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I was 40 years old. And it was a really hard year. I wasn't able to take, they were prescribing morphine and opioids. The chemo, made me really sick and I had a lot of pain. And so I was tinkering around with cannabis, with THC and CBD. And those two together, CBD and THC, are both of the same plant. They're just different molecules, that it's different chemistry that comes out of the same plant. Here in Minnesota, we grow it as hemp, but nationally it's grown as marijuana, almost bioidentical. And so I started playing around with that, and it really worked for me. It was really helpful. It was the only thing that helped me with the nausea and the pain. And after that, I just kept exploring THC and cannabis, and just kind of learning a little bit more about the endocannabinoid system that we have in our bodies, which we all have. Basically, we all have receptors that talk to the plant essentially, and make us feel better. It's very medicinal. It's very good for you. It's plant-based. It's not a pharmaceutical. It's not something that you can have serious side effects with. So anyway, that's kind of how I got here with the process, and I'm really excited to be here and talk more about each individual product that we carry at Jane.
And then you actually went to how'd you get it started? Did you go to a factory or how did you get it going once you
Yeah.
realized that? Because I have heard that so many times, people that have cancer, or, that they will, or in pain, they will take that and they makes them feel better. How did you get it started?
Well, basically, we had, once I started tinkering, I started working with a lab, and the labs that do, marijuana, THC, CBD, things like that, they are, highly regulated first. They're just like a scientific lab. They've got lab jackets on. They are, testing these cannabinoids in a lab. And so what I set out to do was create different products that help with different ailments. So we've created, stuff to help for sleep, for menopause, cancer, a host of different things. And so we just really wanted to focus, I really wanted to focus on women. And it's always been where cannabis is sort of marketed in these high doses, and you hear about these gummies that are really, get people super high and things like that. And so I wanted to be really specific with the lab and say, I want to dial in these formulas to meet these needs, and I want to be able to, have them specifically geared for women. Now, it doesn't mean that a man can't use these products, but women have different metabolisms. We have different issues. I made one specifically for menopause because I went through that as well. And so it's just really important, I think, to kind of, know your market, and know, we know our bodies very well. And so yeah, that's how I got into it with the lab.
Well, and it's so great for older women, I think, is because, you know, we don't need to be taking a high dosage because I think it could be dangerous. I don't know, but it's like your dosage, what is it? You say it's how many milligrams? 2.1 to,
Yeah, but we're kind of in that space of 1.5 to 2.5. So each product is a little different, and we can go through each of these, but they're all very low dose, and that's important, Jane, because that is, you're right, it can be dangerous. I'm a regular user of cannabis, and if I have 5 milligrams, I definitely don't want to drive my vehicle. I'm not as attentive. Some
Mhm.
people are great at driving under the influence of cannabis. I'm not one of those people. I prefer to, be at my house and be, just, in a relaxed state, so I don't have to worry too much. And so low dose is really the way to go for
Mhm.
women.
Yeah, I think that seems very safe. How'd you come up with the name?
Oh, it's a play off Mary Jane.
Yeah.
And my mom told me when I was developing this, my mom's like, my best friend was Jane, her whole life. And so we were just kind of playing with names. But yes, it comes from Mary Jane.
Okay, Mary Jane, I know. I told the name to a friend of mine this morning. She was hysterical, laughing so hard. She's, oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. All right, let's talk about the products. Now, I have personally used the pain one. If you could show that, it's a roll-on.
Yep. We've
Yeah,
got,
can
this
you
is the
take it out
box
and
for
show the
pain. And
roll-on?
then
Oh, there it
we've
is.
got
Okay,
the
yeah.
roller here.
Yeah,
Yep. There we
yeah,
go.
take the top off. Let's see the,
And can see in here, it's
yeah,
a
you roll
roller.
that on. Okay, this is what
Yeah.
happened to me. I have trouble with my legs at night hurting, especially one leg. And it's kind of in that muscle area down below the knee. And
Yeah.
it is just can get excruciating. I don't know what it is yet. I am going to have an MRI to find out because it's in the tissue, I think, or something. But I used that on that area. It woke me up at night, and I thought, well, I am just going to use this. And I did. I rolled that on the area of my leg. The pain went away instantly.
Yeah.
Now, it didn't stay away. Uh,
Okay.
I had to do it again, in a couple hours. But you said, I mean, I think some of these can last like what, 4 hours? The
Yeah,
effect?
yes, exactly. Everyone is different, and this is a topical, so you can use it anywhere. I actually roll it on my hands. I have really bad rheumatoid arthritis, so I kind of rub it in right on the knuckles there, and
Okay.
just kind of do something like that. And then, yeah, I mean, I usually feel it pain relief in 5 to 10 minutes, but I've heard other people are a little shorter, a little longer. Everybody's different. And then, I've heard these fantastic stories of people that, I got a text from somebody who mailed this to her mom in Indiana, and her mom's like, I have had chronic back pain my whole life. Nothing touches it. Like, it's so painful. She has to take tons of medication for it. She's like, this is the first time I've had any product take away the pain. She said 75% of the pain is gone. It's just gone. So
Wow.
it's not a miracle. It's not going to cure it forever. And like you said, you have to reapply. It's
Mhm.
topical, but it's really nice because this is, again, an all natural product. It's a plant. There are no, harmful medications in here. This is just completely
Mhm.
based out of a plant. So it's just really nice. And like you said, it's almost immediate, and you just have this relief that is
Oh,
quite.
mine was immediate. It really was. And in fact, I told my doctor about it. I go to this doctor, young doctor. Well, I've been going to her since she got out of medical school, but she is only like 54. But
Yeah.
she is all for this. I told her we were going to start selling it on our on Aging But Dangerous, and she's all for it. I mean, she just thinks it's just, it's great. So I tried that one personally, and I also tried the sleep one.
Yeah.
The sleep one, now that comes in a yeah, with a tincture.
Yeah.
How you pronounce it? Tincture.
Yep, you got it.
Okay.
Tincture. Yeah.
So that is a drop, and you put that underneath your tongue
Yes.
and let it stay for 30 seconds, right?
Yep, exactly. And so you had the dropper out. So sometimes, when you squeeze a dropper, it might not fill all the way, but you do want to have a full dropper.
Oh, you
And
do? Oh, I
yeah,
didn't know that.
Yep, the full dropper. And it's you know, like when you squeeze, if you squeeze it right now, it may fill up 3/4 of the way, or you know, whatever, depending
Yeah.
on, you know,
And I
how.
kind of have trouble getting the lid off. Why do I have trouble?
Oh, so okay, so the state of Minnesota requires that everything we do is child resistant. So what you want to do is push down and then turn, you know, to the right. So it's child resistant, and it'll, you might be
Oh, there.
yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So when I squeeze, I get that much in it. It
Yep.
should be all the way full.
Yeah, or do two of them, whatever's
Oh,
easiest.
okay.
Yep.
Okay. Two.
And
Yeah. All
I
right.
I
Well,
yeah, I use one dropper as a guideline. I think we've talked about this, Gene, that, you know, everybody's got different metabolism. There are some women that, you know, they feel it, half a drop is fine for them. There's other
mhm,
women that might need 2 drops. So, you know, regulate yourself, figure out kind of what your thing is. I
mhm,
recommend taking this about half an hour before you're ready to go to bed.
mhm.
Or earlier if you want to. I mean, all it does is it just relaxes your whole body. And again, we're talking about your endocannabinoid system. So it's very, you have receptors all over your body. And when you put it under your tongue, you're going to put it under your tongue for 30 to 60 seconds, depending. You might have a better response at
Mhm,
60 seconds.
mhm,
And then you swallow it. And once you swallow it, yeah, you've got 15, 20 minutes of just, you know, waiting. And then your body, you'll start to feel relaxed. And then, you know, we have some other cannabinoids in this one. We have, we put some CBN in there, which is a cannabinoid that helps with pain. So if you want to kind of equate it, it's not the same, obviously, but if you wanted to equate it to like a Tylenol PM or something like that, where you've got a little bit of pain relief, just a touch. It's not nothing, you know, nothing heavy,
mhm.
but you've got the pain relief and you've got the THC, and it's lovely. It's just a nice, even sleep. I used to wake up all the time with insomnia. I used to have it all the time, and I never have it anymore. It's amazing. So,
And
yep,
you know what, Michelle? I mean, I love watching you talk because I can just tell, you're just radiating,
yeah.
because you believe in it so much and because it's so wonderful. There's no way that you could show this expression and this joy on your face if this didn't work. Now, I have to admit that I am the type of person that things react pretty quickly on me. So like you said, everybody's different. Everybody is different. You just have to try it and see, how it reacts with you. Now, so the sleep one really did help me. Now, a friend of mine is using the one for weight. What's that one
Oh,
called?
yeah.
Is it weight or what is it called?
Yes. It's called Appetite. We've got it
Yeah.
right here. Let me get it's the same jar. So
Okay.
you've got the same exact tincture of, you know, putting it under your tongue for 60 seconds,
Mhm,
having it, you know, kick in within 20 minutes or so. Everybody's, you know, up or down a little on
mhm,
that. And then this is, it's funny. So this active ingredient is THCV. So again, it's from the cannabis plant. We grow, everything is grown in Minnesota. It's the law here. So it's all hemp derived marijuana, hemp derived cannabis, actually, to be more precise. And there's a cannabinoid called THCV. And if you Google it, you know, THCV, a lot of people will talk about it as diet weed. You know, it has the actual opposite effect. You know, normally you have THC and you get the munchies with some things, and this is actually the opposite. So this will suppress your appetite. It will, it's not like a crazy diet pill that's gonna make you, you know, not eat ever again, or, you know, it's not too strong. It's just enough to suppress your appetite where you're just like, I'm fine. I don't need to eat a ton. I use
mhm.
it just for regulation. You know, it's just really nice. It does have THC in it. It's a 1.5 and on the THC. So it's going to give you a little lift. But it's just amazing. It's really, really good. And we've had really good luck with it. So
Well,
that's
yeah, I mean, this friend of mine is using it and she's losing weight. I mean, she's
good.
not eating. She's a pretty big eater. So, I mean, a lot of times she is, but she said it's really curbing her appetite and she is losing on it. So, I mean, that's pretty exciting. All right, now some of the others I have here, I've got relax, I've got creativity. Tell me about the creativity.
Yes. Okay. I love the creativity. So creativity is essentially just giving you the lift that you have with THC. So you're gonna feel lighter, happier, more clarity in your mind, more creative. When I take that, I start journaling and I have the most amazing breakthroughs. It just feels like your brain, like your synapses are working and that you're just more creative. I like to go for walks when I use creativity. It just is harmonious. Your body feels very in sync with nature. It's really wonderful. And again, these are coming from plants, and so it's just it's a connection that I can't explain. It feels like it's on a cellular level, but again, our bodies have the receptors to accept it and to use it and thrive on it.
And aren't we so lucky that this was finally passed in Minnesota?
It's
Because it is helping so many people. Now, what about the relax one? It's kind of the same. Is it the same as the creativity or the sleep or?
it's very similar. So the only difference with those is that we formulated Relax to have CBN in it. So it's got some properties that are going to help with pain, and we also have some cannabinoids in there that help with just stress and anxiety, things like that. So they're going to just kind of take you down a notch. I like to compare Relax to having a glass of wine. It's just, you know, after you have a glass or two of wine, you're just like, okay, I just, feel nice and relaxed. Now, something that's really interesting that I've noticed for myself is that when I use cannabis, I don't want to drink a lot. And in fact, I've cut my drinking down like 90%. I used to be like, come home, have a glass of wine, then have another one, then have another one.
Yeah.
And with cannabis, I'll have a glass of wine, but I don't really crave anymore after that. It's just kind of like, oh, I'm good. Like I feel really good. So
Well, now that is exciting because that is the one thing that I keep working on is that alcohol, it's like I'm the same way. I like to have a glass of wine in the evening. And of course, once or twice a month, I'd love to have a martini. So,
yeah.
it's kind of like I really, as I get older, really want to cut down. My husband has stopped drinking altogether, so it's not near as much fun. Have you heard that country song? You're not near as much fun since I stopped drinking.
Exactly.
Toby Keith, bless
That's
his heart.
that's exactly.
But
This is a
yeah, I
good
mean,
substitute for that.
huh?
This is a good substitute for it because you can still be fun and funny
Yeah,
and life is very shiny and fun, but you don't have
yeah.
to have the alcohol
Well,
that
that's great. So I mean, that is good to know. That is really good to know. All right. So what about the libido?
that one's okay. So this is fun. This is going to be new to a lot of people. So that is a vape, and I so a lot of people, I will say this, a lot of people don't want to use vapes because of it goes in your
Now,
lungs.
what do you mean by vape?
So it's
Do you have one open? Do you have one
I
open?
actually we ran out for samples here, and I've got some at the distribution center, but not with me. So would you mind opening that up
Yeah,
to
I'll
kind
open
of
it.
show that?
Um,
Um,
yeah, because we need to know about that because I hadn't opened it. Okay,
yeah.
so here it is.
Here it is, and it's
It's
just like a
pretty.
little. It looks like a little cigarette, but you can put it in your purse. You can use it anywhere.
Yeah.
And I think there might be a little like a, buy it new kind of thing, plastic piece in there
Oh,
that you
yeah,
just pull
yeah.
out.
It
Yep.
was a little plastic thing.
Yep. Little
Is
guy
at the
there.
top. Okay. All right.
Okay. And then all you do, and it's ready whenever you're ready, you just inhale, you go,
Do you press on it? Do you
you
press?
don't have to press any buttons. Nope. You
Oh,
just inhale. You go count to 5 when you're inhaling, hold it for a second, and then you exhale.
oh.
I set you up for that, Jane. I'm sorry. I didn't know you were gonna vape on
No, I tell
live
you,
TV.
I've got asthma and I was out in the cold today.
Oh
So,
yeah, yeah. Now
but
I will.
oh my gosh, that is fabulous. So you really have to be careful, right?
Yep. So once you take it, yep, you take it and you will get used to that. It's not it's something that the first time you use it, you're like, whoa, but then you can use it all, all day, anytime you want to. We have formulated that to help with libido, to kind of put you in the mood to, whatever. A lot of people use it during the day just for general well-being and de-stressing. It's very much like I don't want to promote smoking cigarettes, but when in France, if you have a little cigarette, but we all know that it's the inhaling, the exhaling that relaxes us. But then in addition to that, you start to feel very good in your body. You can feel a sense of, yeah.
I can feel it.
Yep. And when you're with your partner, you just feel more comfortable. You
Well,
are
I
more,
feel it just, I'm feeling really calm.
yes,
That's
yes.
the first time I've
Yep.
tried it. Oh my gosh, this is a real little winner.
It's
I don't think
amazing.
it should be libido. I think it should be like everything.
Exactly. I use that a lot, and I do put it in my purse because it is just, you can't smell, as you know, it's not smoky there.
Yeah, but mine was smoking. Was it because I inhaled too much?
It may have been just a little bit, but it's all vapor. So it's
Yeah,
just, so if you notice, you can't, it doesn't smell like smoke or anything like that.
right,
And a
right.
lot of vapes nowadays will have like a scent of, fruit or it's just a little, whatever, but it's very light. You can do it in your home and nobody
Yeah,
knows.
yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, that is great. I am so excited about this.
I know. I love it so much.
Okay,
And it really
so
is.
and Michelle, you are going to be on call, because I have adopted you, and my
Love it.
daughter's name is Michelle, so and you don't live very far away, so but anyway, you're going to be on call for us, aren't you? I mean, we
I
can,
love it. Yes.
and you're
Anytime.
not busy, you're such a
Any question. I love it.
yeah.
Absolutely.
But we'll just collect questions if we can't answer, and we'll get a hold of you. But now, is there something else that we need to talk about or?
One of the ones, okay, so okay, let's talk about, we talked about the fuck cancer.
Oh,
This
the
is,
fuck cancer, yeah.
yep, this is formulated, it helps with pain and nausea. And this has a slightly higher THC content. It's 1.75, which, you may not notice the difference between a 1.5 and a 1.75. It's really subtle, very subtle. But I've given this to, I went through it myself, but I gave this to a friend, a neighbor who she was helping me when I had breast cancer, and I gave this to her, and she's like, that tincture is amazing. She just loves it. I mean, it helps with mood, it helps with pain, it helps with, I mean, there's just so many things.
I've
It's
got a
really
friend I'm going to
helpful.
give it to.
Yeah, yeah, I love that one.
Mhm.
And then for people my age, because I am in my late 40s, this is menopause. But as we know, menopause can go for many years. Some people are still experiencing it in their 50s and 60s. So what this does is it takes off the edge. So you're going to see improved mood and you won't have as much irritability. You've got a lot of, relaxing agents. So you're just, having a good time. I had a friend who sent me a video of her. She's like, oh my God, I actually love my husband again. And I cannot believe, like, this has changed my life. So this product is just, again, it's low dose. It's just going to help you with things. But one thing I didn't know until I was formulating these is that our hot flashes actually are triggered by stress. So anything you can do, whether it's, getting more rest or exercise or whatever, that those are all things that are going to help reduce your hot flashes. And so this is essentially relaxing your body and putting it in a state of calm. And you're going to sleep better. You're going to have less hot flashes. You're going to feel sparkly and great. And again, this one, you can go up or down on the dose. It's the same tincture, so you can put it under your tongue. And if it's too much for you, take a half dose next time. It really, it's all
Yeah.
microdosing on your own.
Yeah. Okay, good. Well, I think we've covered most of it,
Oh,
right?
one last one, the
Oh
gummies.
no, the gummies. Yeah.
because these are my favorite. The out of the whole collection, this is what it's just I use it every day. And these are magical. So I would recommend these do not have any other cannabinoids. They're just THC, so they're just there to get you high. But the high is very calm. They're at 2.5 milligrams. So a lot of the beverages and the gummies out there are 5 milligrams or 10 milligrams. This is half of what those
Yeah,
are.
yeah,
It's
okay, good.
2.5 milligrams.
Well,
So
and they're delicious.
delicious. Yes, they are watermelon flavored. There's no bad flavor. You're not going to have a bad trip with these. I've had personally bad trips on gummies. I was laying on a park bench in Colorado, story for another day, but that is those gummies can be really strong. And so that's why we formulated them to be really low dose. You can turn on Netflix and watch your favorite show and laugh hysterically and just be happy, just be
Yeah.
pure, pure happy. So I love this one. This one's my favorite.
Great. That's great. Okay, Michelle, we will keep, I'm sure questions and things will keep coming, so we want to keep everybody, any questions, we'll go on and talk again if we can, when we can, get together. So very, very exciting stuff, very
Yeah.
exciting stuff. So
Great. I'm so happy for you guys, and I'm so excited to see that you guys are part of the brand and part of the Jane journey.
I
It's
know. And when I found out, women selling to women, it's like, oh my gosh, because it's just so many times somebody will say, Gene, you need to interview someone. Well, it's a man. Well, I just don't, it's like, no, got to have those women in there. It's got to always be a woman, it's like,
exactly some support women-owned businesses
yeah,
and you
yeah, for
guys too.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people should
All
support you.
right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
Kisses. And
Mwah.
I think this is going to be so exciting. It's going to be a fun journey. Okay.
Yes, yes,
All right.
definitely.
Now
Okay,
you
thanks,
have a good
Jean.
weekend.
Okay, you too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.